Take two.
Station that is live 24/7 playing top 40 hits from the 60s through the 80s. You can find us on Live 365, Simple Radio, Roku, Radio Garden, and even Alexa, as well as our website. Come on and join us on the Crooked River.
Are y'all ready for some football?
Yeah,
Are y'all ready?
yeah.
Come on. What is this? You guys.
We talking
Oh,
football.
yeah, I'm ready.
We talking
Yeah,
football.
we're ready. See?
Are you ready for I want to hear this. Get the spirit up here. Are y'all ready for some football?
Yeah,
sir.
yes. Let's go.
Morning, y'all.
Man,
Good morning.
What a day, what a day, what a
great day. Great day.
A great day for college football. And,
Oh, yeah.
yes indeed.
and a great weekend for the Cleveland Browns football team, I hope.
Yes indeed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But before we got to talk about all that, we got to talk about them dirty Dallas boys, huh?
Man, did they do it? Did they? Hey, man,
They almost did it, man.
they almost pulled it out.
They had so many opportunities. It was pathetic. And
It's-
somebody in this group was chatting. Well, it's respectable. Respectable, my ass. They should have won.
I agree. But you know what? I'm just looking at what the line was, what the prediction was. They were predicted a blowout. It was the David and Goliath. And I know truthfully, close doesn't count. Only in grenades and horseshoes, and cornhole now.
Man.
But hey, it was. They were at the door. I couldn't even complain about the offensive pass interference, no call, because Dallas had the opportunities. They never even should have been in that position.
Mhm.
To be honest with you, they should not have been in that position. But when they scored as quick as they did, it was like, okay, Brady gets the ball back.
Gave him a little too
I
much
was
time.
impressed with the first series, 4-and-out. Pretty much with Brady. I thought if that continued, man, this is going to be a good game.
It's
And
a pretty good game.
unfortunately, the next one they came out and they pretty much went right on down the field.
Yeah.
But I thought, to be honest about it, and I'm a complete outsider as far as the Dallas and
Buccaneers.
I did that on purpose, by the way. It's a Tampa Bay Patriots.
Yeah. I feel you.
And I was pretty impressed with Dallas's play overall.
Mm.
When they got within 1 point of winning, I thought, man, they might be able to pull this out, and then all of a sudden it just didn't go their way. And that's the way it happens sometimes.
There you go, right there. The man that they are right there. Dak.
And with that, I must say this. Dak was as cool as they come, man. And, let's face it. Okay, Dak saw more heat than Brady did all night.
Oh, they never touched Brady. I don't know what the hell was up with that. It sure as hell wasn't his line.
And they had a little bit of a, I think one time, there was a couple times he was hurried, but that was it. I mean, they really didn't touch him. And Dak played football. He did everything you wanted to see him do. They ran a design run play. He ran the ball. He threw the ball well. And to be honest with you, I didn't expect for them to be able to run the ball against this defense. No one was able to run against them last year. The weak point in their defense was their secondary or weaker. Not that they were bad, they just weren't great. But toward the end, toward the playoffs, they had a run, and even the secondary was hot. But I think I can't wait to see Cleveland, because I don't want to call that the best front seven in football there in Tampa yet. I want to see what Cleveland does. Now, mind you, and there are other teams out there as well. But, I don't think there was anybody getting over 80 yards against them in the run last year. And I'll say this, they quit going to Zeke. They quit even in running the ball. But if you look at some of the little things Zeke did, he made some key blocks. He did some things. I would have liked to see them put the ball in his hands a little more. If nothing else, running. And because even that outside speed, it was even hard for Dallas to get around the corner, around the edges.
Well, go ahead.
I'll say, to me, if I can complain about anything that Dallas did or did not do, is that I don't think they even appropriately challenged Tampa's ability to stop the run. I don't think they went at it with any. They never committed to it at all, not really. And so I think that it did enable them to put a lot more heat on Dak than they should have been, because Dallas didn't even, no commitment to the run game, and just no, it was a very weak attempt. They were fully committed to the passing game, and they were very effective in doing it. But I think if they'd have mixed it up a little bit, probably would have made it easier. May have wound up having a few better opportunities had they have done that. But now, having said all that, say this though. So what is this going to do for Dallas now? Is this going to cause Dallas to say, rest, look what we've done, we good now? Or is this going to be the fire that Dallas needs now to take it up a notch and be what that roster is on paper?
Yeah. Well, I think it should spike, but there's a recent incident with a suspension now with Lyle Collins going out for 5 games, so that might hurt them a little bit on the offensive line,
and
for protecting Dak.
And that right there, that'll do some. But also in that, with that Lyle Collins, I don't have a problem with that, because his deal is, okay, look, all right, I'm going to the defense of my quarterback. And it just brought up something. Last year when, they almost took Dalton's head off.
Yeah.
And the boys did nothing, man. They act like a bunch of pansies out there. And you should come to the aid of your teammate. When you feel like it was a cheap shot, no, you're supposed to come to the aid of your teammate. You don't have to necessarily get thrown out of the game or nothing, but you got to come to the aid, let these guys know, hey, look here, dude, we ain't doing that. Because I'll get you. I'll mess around and get you on the next play. I'll mess around and take you. It could be the end of your career. Think about that. Because you got to let them know, man, cheap shot for cheap shot, man. You don't do that. Because I don't know if you remember the play when Dalton did the I wish I'd have thought about that beforehand. He was already committed. He was in his slide, and old dude he caught him he almost took his head off.
Yeah, I remember that play.
And that's a dangerous, that you're in such a vulnerable spot. And realistically, respect for the game, respect for the other players is this. Hey, man. Nobody wants to see a career-ending injury out there.
No.
So so I don't have a problem with that, and I think they'll be fired up. But I say this: we already knew that Dallas had some weapons on offense. Now, and there's still some holes even in the offense, but do they have it? As far as the offensive line, how well will they play? Of course, they played against a good front seven. They played against one of the best front seven. So that's the other thing. And I'm gonna say this: I wonder, watching them for the rest of this year, Tampa Bay. I wonder who will be able to run on these guys. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that. Will anybody be able to really dominate in the run? And then the other side of it was, at least they weren't able to dominate Dallas in the run either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But that is interesting too. So, do we think that Dallas looked good on the defensive side of the ball? Or we just think Tampa just had quite a few miscues because it's the first game of the season.
Well, I saw there was some side notes to all of this. That flipping Brady looked like he was a kid in a candy store. I saw a couple of interviews with him during and after that game. I was like, oh, well, I'm so great, I'm so wonderful, and I did this, and my team did that, and give me a break. No respect for the other team at all, and if he plays that way, somebody's going to get ticked off on that, and they're going to clean his clock. One of the teams that would probably do that would be somebody unmentionable right now, but their initials are the Browns. I always like to see when the quarterbacks come off the field. Elway used to bug the crap out of me because of this. And what he would do is he'd have the damnedest game he ever had, and he'd still come off with that flipping buck-tooth smile that he had. I always liked it when he went off the field frowning and mad because they wiped the damn smile off his face. Well, Brady's starting to get that, and somebody needs to come along and give him a reality check. It'll happen. It's still early in the season.
But I tell you, he's been in the league. He's been around this game a whole lot of years, and ain't nobody took that smile off yet. I mean,
but it'll happen. It'll happen, Nate. You watch. He's going to come up with somebody good, at least top notch. Well, I'm thinking I'm not sure what their schedule even is, but if they come up against like a Baltimore or Buffalo or somebody like that that's actually pretty decent, they'll wipe that smile off there.
So do we think that maybe that Brady strikes fear into his opponents, man? Because it's like, hey, they don't know if I come at him this way, he gonna do this over there, I mean, 'cause he's a bad dude, man. I mean, he just needs no time to get rid of the ball.
And that's, I think, to his credit is this. Okay, he's extremely accurate, but at the same time,